What's up, guys? So I'm going to do a series of videos. So go ahead and tag your single girlfriends when this is over. And this video is entitled, Why His Baby Mama is Crazy. Okay. So I'm going to try to keep it short and sweet, but give you enough information so that you're educated. I wish somebody put me up on game when I was a single woman. But now that I'm a mother, I want to give you guys some game and different perspective than what I had when I was a single woman dating men with kids. So really, I'm going to say this. The biggest red flag about the character of a man that you need to pay attention to is if he starts to paint a picture of the mother of his child is crazy. The reason he's doing this is because he's playing on your ego. It's easier to process for some women that woman is jealous that he moved on to you than it is to think that man is probably not handling his business with the mother of his child. You will have absolutely zero drama from a woman if that man is no longer perpetuating a relationship with the mother of his kids, is handling his business with his kids, and is setting boundaries. Okay? If those things have been done, you will get no baby mama drama as a single woman. That man will be there. He will handle his business. If the relationship gets to be a very important relationship, he will politely and respectfully introduce you to her so that she knows who's around his kids, and there'll be no drama. But the reason he's perpetuating the notion of she's crazy to you is because he is not doing one of those three things. And when she does go the fuck off, it makes sense. Oh, you did tell me she was crazy. The issue is also not with you. You could be anybody. You could be his boys. You could be, his parents. You can be his brothers and sisters. You can be any fabulous woman under the sun. You could be Halle Berry, okay? But the issue that most mothers have is if that man is not spending time, energy, effort, or money with and for his kids. But he found the time, energy, effort, and money to spend time, energy, effort, and money with you. You could be his boys. He could be, secretly giving money to his brother who has a drug habit. And you're like, what the fuck? You're always bailing your brother out, but you're not handling your business with your kids. It has nothing to do specifically with you as a woman that he's dating. It could be any woman that he's dating. It's not that you're a magical unicorn, but it's easier for some women to believe, oh, she's jealous he moved on. She's just bitter. She's mad at my job and my car and my life and my this and my... It's like, no. If the relationship is over, it has nothing to do with how magical of a unicorn you are specifically. It more so has to do with, again, that man is not handling his business and he's taking time, energy, and effort where he's not spending that time, energy, and efforts with his child or his children, and he's doing it for you. If that man even starts to tell, maybe he doesn't call her a bitch directly. Maybe he doesn't call her crazy directly. But if every story he perpetuates to you is of that notion, you need to start to ask, well, why is she upset that you are, going out on dates? Ask more questions. If you learn how to ask more questions, men don't think that fast. They ready for you just to accept what they're telling you. But you start to ask questions, well, why is she busting out your car window? Because, she found out I was out with you. Well, why is that an issue if you're out with me, if your relationship is over? He's not going to say because I fucked her last week. He's not going to say because when she needed money, I told her I have none, but then she found out I was on a date with you. When she had to pay for prescriptions, I told her I had no money, but then she saw, Snapchat, we out kicking it at the club, popping bottles. Those are not things he's going to tell you, ladies, but you need to start asking questions. Because again, like I said, if that man has ended the relationship with the mother of his child, if he is handling his business mentally, physically, emotionally, and financially with his kids, if he is spending time, money, energy, and effort in a reasonable amount with his kids, she is not going to have a problem with you. But it's easy to feed your ego as a single, beautiful woman to think, oh, well, she's just jealous. She's bitter. She's just mad. He moved on to me. And it's like, she was you. She was the woman that he was able to hang out with, kick it with, have good conversation with. They barely argued because there was nothing really a responsibility that they shared to argue over. But when that baby came, she probably started to press him to be a responsible co-parent. And he probably started to neglect her as a woman because Maybe she got stretch marks, or maybe she was too tired for sex, or maybe she was exhausted, or maybe she was hormonal and cranky, or maybe her vagina didn't go back to the way that it was before. Maybe, she was just not as confident as she used to be after that baby. And then he was like, ew, I don't want this. I don't want to be in a house with a screaming baby. I don't want to have to change stinky diapers. And he found you because at your house, there's no crying baby. You're not nagging him to be a responsible human being. He doesn't have to, compromise or be selfless or sacrifice when he's with you. But that's what he left her for. And now that he's with you, he doesn't have to deal with those same responsibilities. So he just, got off scot-free. And now you're the new her. So what's going to happen in that relationship, whether you, want to think about it or not, is if he wasn't ready to handle those responsibilities with her, you're either going to be the next her and have a child, no actual marriage or commitment, or maybe he does mature and marries you, and then you go have kids and he's learned his lesson. Or after 2-3 years, when you start to feel like, okay, we know each other enough that you're going to marry me or not, he's like, I didn't want these responsibilities of these kids. I didn't want the responsibility of a wife, or I would have married her. And now you asking me about this. So what I'm about to do is move on again and spend, another 2 or 3 years with somebody new. And she is going to keep me company and date, and we're going to go off and have fun, and there's going to be no responsibilities, no stress or pressure with her until either I mature as a man and marry her, or I figure out what I want to do. But it is possible that there was nothing wrong with the mother of his child in the first place. He just decided, hey, I don't want those responsibilities. It wasn't that she was crazy. It wasn't that she is crazy. And the reasons that she probably is going off has everything to do with him not handling his business in some way, shape, or form, versus her actually being this crazy baby mama. Because she wasn't crazy when she had his kid or kids, right? So to my single ladies out there, if he starts to, oh, she broke my windshield, ask him why. And then ask him why. Ask him why like you a 3-year-old trying to figure out the world. Why? Why'd she do that? Why'd she break out your windows? Why was she mad you were out with me? Oh, you didn't give her money last week when the baby needed medicine. Oh, you told her you were busy and you couldn't come take the baby and she was sick. Figuring out how that man treats the mother of his child and how he treats his children and what he finds to be a priority is a good red flag to how that man is going to act if and when he decides to be with you. And if you are having unprotected sex, don't think you can't end up in the same boat that baby mama is in. Because like I said, men like to paint the picture like the relationship just didn't work out or like that woman was crazy. But it is quite possible that that woman was absolutely positively sane. He didn't want to step up and be selfless, commit to his responsibilities, and be consistent. So what he did was just left that situation alone and went over and continue to have fun as a single man. So I'm going to do a lot of these videos for you ladies, but I cover all of that to say there's a reason why he's painting a picture of her to you as crazy. Because when she goes off about, like I said, you could be his brother, but if he found time, energy, effort, and money to do things for you and not his kids, that's more than likely the reason she has an attitude. The jealousy thing is an ego trip. Don't have an ego trip, single ladies. Ask that man why, okay? Because men usually date women who are just like one another. They usually are pretty similar. So you were probably in the shoes she was in when she was fine and didn't have a baby hanging off her tits, breastfeeding, and she didn't need much from him because everybody was single and there were no kids involved. And she became crazy when he wasn't stepping up to the plate and handling his business. So single ladies, start to ask questions. Ask why. Ask him like a 3-year-old, like a goddamn parrot. Why is she acting like this? And if you do get a chance to talk to her respectfully, ask her questions, because most women will, if you ask respectfully, will tell you respectfully. Okay. But in the beginning, they're also betting on y'all ain't gonna talk. So you would never find out whether he's lying or not. You just have to believe what he says. But ask questions, single ladies. Ask questions.